OpenClaw v2026.4.2 just dropped, and this might be the most important release of the year so far. The TaskFlow orchestration substrate is back after being pulled for stability. Android gets first-class support with Google Assistant integration. There are over 70 bug fixes and 2 breaking configuration changes you need to know about before you update. Let's break it all down. This release was cut by Peter Steinberger on April 2, 2026, and it's backed by 28 contributors and 15 commits to main since the last tag. OpenClaw now sits at 346,000 GitHub stars and 68,800 forks, making it one of the largest open-source AI agent projects on the planet. The release is signed with a verified SSH signature, and the community response has been overwhelmingly positive. What makes this release stand out isn't just the sheer volume of changes, it's the depth. Core orchestration primitives are restored, platform integrations are expanded across a dozen chat services, and the security posture got a serious overhaul with centralized transport handling. Let's walk through the release page. The headline feature is the restoration of the TaskFlow substrate. This is OpenClaw's orchestration backbone, the system that lets agents spawn managed child tasks, track durable state across revisions, and coordinate multi-step workflows with proper lifecycle management. It was pulled in a previous release due to stability concerns, and now it's back with 2 distinct sync modes. Managed mode gives the parent agent full control over child task lifecycle. It owns the children, can cancel them, and tracks their completion. Mirrored mode keeps tasks in sync without direct ownership, useful for monitoring and observation patterns. There's also a new OpenClaw flows command for inspecting active flows and recovering any that got stuck. Sticky cancel intent means tasks shut down gracefully instead of being killed mid-execution, and the new API.runtime.taskflow seam lets plugins create their own task flows programmatically, opening the door for third-party orchestration patterns. This is foundational infrastructure. Every complex agentic workflow in the OpenClaw ecosystem benefits from TaskFlow being stable and reliable. OpenClaw now runs on Android with proper assistant role entry points in Google Assistant App Actions metadata. You can launch OpenClaw directly from your Android Assistant trigger. Say, "Hey Google, open OpenClaw," and you're in. It's a first-class citizen on mobile now, which is a big deal for the millions of Android users who want local AI agent access on the go. Beyond Android, the platform integrations got significant upgrades across the board. Feishu gets a dedicated Drive comment event flow with in-thread replies and dedicated Feishu_Drive comment actions, so you can interact with OpenClaw directly in document comments without leaving the context of your work. Matrix now sends spec-compliant m.mentions metadata across text, media, edits, and polls. Slack got better MRKDWN formatting guidance and thread context filtering by conversation allow list. WhatsApp handles self-chat mode properly with unavailable present signals and adds support for HTML, XML, and CSS MIME types. And Telegram rewrites approval callback payloads to respect the platform's strict character limits. Across the board, every single chat platform OpenClaw supports got at least one meaningful improvement in this release. The plugin system gets 3 important new capabilities. First, the before agent reply hook lets plugins short-circuit the LLM entirely and inject synthetic replies. This is huge for caching, rate limiting, or serving pre-computed responses without burning tokens. Second, plugin manifests now accept JSON 5 syntax. Trailing commas and comments are finally allowed. If you've ever fought a config parse error because of a trailing comma, this one's for you. Third, the new Setup Wizard shared seam lets plugins provide custom channel configuration wizards. Instead of manually editing config files, plugins can guide users through interactive setup. There's also a shared safe equals secret helper for webhook authentication and plugin-owned viewer basebar bear score for stable proxy origins in diffs. The plugin ecosystem is becoming genuinely powerful and extensible. Security got a serious pass in this release. Request authentication, proxy handling, TLS, and header shaping are now centralized across HTTP, streaming, and WebSocket transports. Previously, each transport handled auth differently. Now there's one code path, which means one place to audit and one place to fix. Insecure TLS and runtime transport overrides are now blocked. Native GitHub Copilot API hosts are properly classified, and token-derived proxy endpoint parsing is hardened against injection. OpenAI-compatible routing now verifies native endpoints before forwarding. On the execution side, HTTP operator scopes are enforced on session kill requests, and Windows gets allow list enforcement with quote-aware argument pattern matching. These aren't glamorous headline features, but they're exactly the kind of infrastructure hardening that keeps production deployments safe and secure. Two breaking changes to be aware of, and both follow the same pattern, moving legacy tool configuration into plugin-owned namespaces. First, the XAI plugin search settings moved from tools.web.x_search to plugins.entries.xai.config.xsearch. Authentication is now standardized on plugins.entries.xai.config.websearch.api key, or the XAI API key_K environment variable. The old path simply won't work anymore. Second, Firecrawl web fetch config moved from tools.web.fetch.firecrawl to plugins.entries.firecrawl.config.webfetch. The web fetch fallback now routes through a unified fetch provider boundary. Both of these migrations reflect OpenClaw's broader architectural direction. Tools should be owned by their plugins, not configured at the top level. The good news is that OpenClaw Doctor Help Fix handles both migrations automatically. Run it right after updating, and your config files will be patched in place. If you have custom automation, CI pipelines, or deployment scripts that reference the old configuration paths, make sure to update those references before your next deploy. Over 70 bug fixes ship in this release. The image handling pipeline is more robust. OpenAI, Minimax, and FAL image requests now route through a shared provider transport. Private network inference from image URLs is stopped, and error body reads are caped to prevent SSRF relaxation. Browser tools got fixes too. Static Chrome helpers stay out of the runtime. Localhost URLs with trailing dots are normalized, and Anthropic tool payloads are normalized for Kimi coding compatibility. On chat platforms, Slack, WhatsApp, Matrix, Teams, Telegram, Facetune, and Zalo all got targeted fixes. MS Teams strips streamed text from fallback delivery. Zalo scopes replay deduplication by chat and sender, and the cron system now properly surfaces timed-out exec failures in isolated runs. 28 contributors delivered this, a genuine community effort across the entire codebase. Updating is straightforward. Run OpenClaw update to pull the latest release, then run OpenClaw Doctor-fix to detect and automatically migrate the two breaking configuration changes. After that, verify your task flow state with OpenClaw flows to make sure nothing was left in a broken state during the transition. If you're running OpenClaw via Podman, the deployment script got quieter in this release, less noisy container output during startup. For plugin developers, this release is a great time to check your manifests and take advantage of JSON 5 syntax support, the new before agent reply hook, and the setup wizard seam for guided channel configuration. The full release notes are linked in the description with every change itemized. That's OpenClaw v2026.4.2. TaskFlow is back, Android is here, and the security and plugin story is stronger than ever. Full release notes linked in the description. Subscribe to Prism Labs for every OpenClaw release as it drops.